Welcome guys on E11 Forex Trading. My name is Elijah. I want to welcome you on this wonderful trading opportunity where we'll be sharing our thought process with you. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'll just be sharing my thought process with you, what I'll be looking at this coming week, what I'll be looking at in the coming weeks or so on this coming week. So market, remember, can change at any time. We don't dictate how market should move. We just follow what the market is telling us, and then we just trust our process. The most important thing is to believe in yourself, believe in your analysis, learn with the process, learn with your mistakes. Every time you make mistakes, you need to learn from them. So we'll be sharing our thought process. We'll be showing you what we're looking at. So this is a very, very important thing, guys. You need to believe in yourself. You need to learn how to trust what you are doing in the market, and every moment you learn from every step, whether it's good, whether it's bad. So let's get into it, guys. Right now we'll be looking at Gbpusd. We'll be looking at Gbpusd. So right now we'll be looking at from the monthly time frame going down to to low time frame. So as we are looking here from a high time frame here, we can see what market is trying to do around this area. Around this area, market, it's in a downtrend from a monthly perspective. From a monthly perspective, it is in a downtrend. But around this region here, around these areas, market is bound, within this consolidation area. So market here is busy consolidating for some months here, probably, from around 2016 October till around 2020, around these areas here. Around this areas. So price has been consolidating around these areas right now. So this is what we're looking at. But in the bigger picture, price has been moving to the downside from a monthly time frame. And then we take a little bit here, we also see that price also has just been moving up and down in these areas, consolidating. So let's take a look at what happens from a weekly time frame. So from a weekly time frame also, you can see the price has been to the upside. You see also in the monthly time frame within this consolidation area, price has been to the upside. You see, so within this consolidation, this big monthly this consolidation area, price here has been to the upside. Price has been to the upside. So this is what has been happening in the previous probably from May this year. From May this year, price has been pushing to the upside. So price has been pushing to the upside. So now we're hitting a level, a very important level. Price is about to hit a very important level, which we need to be looking at. You see, so price is about to hit this level, which is a very, very important level around this region here. This is a very, very important area around this region. So price is reaching a very important area. So let's go to the daily time frame and begin to look at what is happening. So as you can see, price is busy pushing to this level here. You see, last time when we talk about this, we also said that price within this area is to the upside. Monthly, daily, within this consolidation area, price is to the upside. But from a bigger time frame, price from month has been to the downside. But within this consolidation area, price is to the upside. So price has been coming to this area, got rejected. Price moved this area, got pushed to the upside. Price has been following the trend. So price has been hitting this trend for some time now. Price came there, got forming some higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, just like that. So price is now around this area. We want to see what will happen around this area, but this is from a highly time frame. There's great opportunity to make from low time frame. So let's go to a 4-hour time frame. So yes, guys. So last time when we are around this area, price has been around this area here. We said our biasness is still to the upside. So price came here and then shoot to the upside. We said around this region, around this region. Price can come to around this region, and price did as we expected. That price would then come and touch to this region areas here. And then we said we want to see what will happen also. We wanted to see also what will happen around this area. We wanted to see what will happen around this area here. We said if price doesn't break, price will then go to the downside, and that's what price did, you see. So if we said if price goes, you know, to the upside, then we'll wait for retest, then move to the upside. So around this area, price got rejected in this area here. So that's what is basically happening. You know, that's what is basically happening at this moment with Gbpusd. So as you can see, let's just dive into the low time frame, to the 1 hour time frame here. So as you can see from a 1 hour time frame, as you can see right there from a 1 hour time frame, price has been around this trend, you see. So price shoot up, you know, and then retrace, price shoot up, retrace. So look what is basically happening here. One thing you need to understand is that when you trade, you know, with the trend, you know, you need to understand how healthy is that trend, you see, and the momentum that is there on such kind of a trend. So price has been pushing to the upside, retrace, price push, retrace, price push. So look at this. Let me show you, you know, let's take a look at what is basically happening here. Price push to that side and then retrace to this level here, and then price also push to there, then retrace to this level. The price also push and then go, you know, let's fix that one. Let's fix this one. Let's fix this one. I'll isolate these things, guys, for you to be seeing what I'm looking at. Price then push, you know, to the upside, then retrace to this level, you know. So let's take a look at the first initial, you know, push. So the first push was like that, then the second push, this was the second push to the upside, then that was our third push. So as you can see, momentum was very strong to the upside, then momentum began to decelerate, you see, momentum began to decrease. This was a sign that when price reaches this level, then price, you know, something will happen around this level. So look at what happened on our fourth, you know, move. Price then move to that area, and then price shoot back down, you see. So price shoot back down, you know, around this area. So look at what happened on our fourth movement. This was initial movement. This was, you know, momentum was very strong. Then momentum began, you know, was a little bit there, and then momentum decreased, showing you there's something that is happening. Sellers also, they are beginning now to put pressure, you know, to the price, so price can just, you know, push to the downside. So that's what, you know, around this area, price rejected to the downside. So yes, guys, so that's what I wanted you to look at, you know, in this moment. So let's bring that trend line back to these areas. So yes, so then price broke below this trend line, came to this area, and then tested this region, tested this area here. Price tested around these areas, then price got rejected. Price is testing again these areas. Price is trying to test again this area. So what is basically happening around this moment here, if price, you know, does not break this level, then price may be shooting to around these areas here. If, you know, price may be caught in a range, or price can decide to shoot to the, you know, to the upside. So there's another thing, you know, that is basically happening around this area. So price, remember from our monthly time frame, you see, we said that, you know, price is we said that price is trying to reach this area. This is area of sensitivity. We just use a weekly time frame just to make things a little bit easier. So we said, you know, price can come and test these areas. You know, price can decide to come and shoot to these areas, since price is still, you know, within this range, you know, within this consolidation area. Price is still to the upside. Price is still around this, you know, trend line here. Price is still to the upside. So price, you know, can decide to come and test there. So but let's look at what is happening. You see, so price is being squeezed around this level here. So price can test there, you know, price can decide to shoot, you know, above, or price can decide to come to this level here. So what is basically happening at this moment? Price is then bound between this, you know, range around, you know, 1.33086 and around 1.31965. So price now is bound between this range. So if price doesn't break above 1.33086, if price doesn't break above that, the price will come back and test this level. So this is what now at this moment we'll be looking at. You know, on Monday we'll just be checking what is happening on Monday. We'll not be rushing into this trade. You know, we'll be looking what is happening, you know, on Monday. If price gap above, you know, 1.3386, you know, price then will be shooting to test that, you know, that range, that major, you know, resistance level in our range, you know, from a hard time frame. So if price doesn't break this level of 1.3386, then price will come to this level, will come and test 1.31968. If that price break 1.31965, price will then come to this level. So what we're basically expecting is that, you know, this our, you know, first, you know, impression of what we'll be looking at, you know, as we'll be checking on this coming week. Remember, price is broken, you know, price is broken this, you know, trend line is broken below. The price is retesting this level. This is a deep retracement, you know, this is a deep retracement. But we'll just, you know, for our biasness at this moment on this price is that price may decide, you see, our second plan of action is that price can decide to come and test this area. Since price, you see, so price, you know, may come and test this level. Let me use a different one. Let me use this paintbrush. So price can decide to go and test that level there, then shoot to the downside. So that's our first thought process on what price can do. So if price then decide, you know, to consolidate around this area, then we will expect price to come to around, you know, 1.307. And if price decide to retrace, the price can then come and test this level here at 1.30558. So that's our first thought process on this level. Remember, this area here is still in line with the weekly uptrend, within the range that price is busy, you know, testing. But if price does not do like this, and then price decide to say, okay, price decide to say, okay, from this area price decide to go to the upside, then price will then shoot to the upside. Price will then shoot, you know, to the upside. Price can decide to say, okay, from there it begin to consolidate and then begin to shoot to the upside to go and test this region here, to go and test this this area of sensitivity around this areas here, which is, you know, so we are still a little bit far from, you know, even weekly, you know, and daily. So there's still some big moves that is still there to also come and test these levels in this area. So if price does not break above between, you know, let's say 1.35025 and 1.33631, price can then shoot back to this, you know, in a bigger, you know, monthly time frame. But we're still, price is still squeezing around this area. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. So we'll be looking at what basically is happening. We'll be trading, you know, what is happening around this area. But, you know, just to make you understand in a bigger picture, price is still caught up in this, you know, within this consolidation phase, you know, consolidation area. So that's what basically we're looking at. So we go to the 4-hour time frame. Going back there, I wanted just you to know, to see. So on Monday, price can decide to shoot to this level. If price doesn't break this level of 1.33086, price can decide to come there and then maybe consolidate, or price can decide to do like this, or not consolidate, or price can decide to shoot back, you know, because this is an area which price now is bound between. So price can decide to shoot, you know, around that area. Price, let's just remove this. So price can decide just to do like that. Price can decide to go back there and then just like that. But if this does not happen, price can decide to just consolidate around this area and come and test, you know, this our weekly, you know, trend line, you know, within this big range. So that's what is happening, you know, in a big picture, when you'll be looking, you know, to some few weeks coming this week or next week or so. But if price then decide to break above 1.33086, then price is going, let's take a look at that. Yeah, okay, so price may decide, if price break here, price may be coming to this region here. Price may be coming to these levels around these areas, you see. So price can be coming to test around these areas of 1.33852. So price can come and test there. If price doesn't break 1.33852, you know, price can decide to weak, you know, to push out, fake out, and then come back, you know. So we'll just also check what happened. But on this, you know, on Monday, we'll be looking at what happens within here. We'll be trading what happened here. If price doesn't break there, we'll just be taking a wonderful trade to the downside. We then check here, and then our first target, let's see how many pips from this level to there. That will be 100 pips, 90 pips to 100, you see, just from around this area to, you know, around the areas of 1.31965. So if price doesn't break above, so if price then breaks above, you know, so we'll just be looking to trade up to this region, which is around, you know, 69 pips from above this, you know, above this resistance area. It will be 69 pips just to, you know, reach the target of, you know, that, you know, weekly or monthly, you know, resistance, which now prices is bound in. So that's what is basically we'll be looking at. So that's our next thought process. But our first is that we'll look at what happens in this area. Look at price came, got rejected strongly. Price came, got rejected. So price is testing again. So if price, you know, if this area is still so strong, we're expecting price maybe to come to these areas and all that. So our first target, if price doesn't break, it will be around the areas of 1.31965. So that's it, guys, on Gbpusd. That's it on Gbpusd. Let's take a look at Eurusd. So let's take a look at Eurusd. So let's look at, you know, monthly time frame. Looking at Eurusd from a monthly time frame, as you can see, the price has been moving to the upside. You know, price for many months, price has been caught up between this channel here, you know, moving to the downside. Price has been moving to the downside, came down there, got rejected, came down there, got came down. So price has been moving within this channel, you know, ever since let's take a look at that, ever since March 2008, around there, ever since March 2008, you know, till now around 2020. So price has been going down within these areas, you know. So price has been going down within this channel, this downward channel here. So yes, so let's take a look at weekly also. That is what is basically happening around this level. So on a daily time frame, let's take a look at daily time frame also. So price also, look at what price is doing. So price also, it's forming, you know, some wonderful channel there. So price is within a flag, you know, price is within this flag. So price went up, price came, price was shooting up, you know, and price then this, you know, around this area began to consolidate. So price now is within these channels, you see. So let's take a look at that. So price around this area here, so price is is bound, you know, within this region here. So there's a big resistance around this area, and as you can look, price is within this, you know, flag, you know, pattern like. you know. So price around this area, price is tested this area, so price might, you know, shoot to the downside, so all price can decide to break up. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame on euro. So look at what happened. Price around this area got rejected, price came, got rejected, went down, got rejected, went down, price is testing again, got rejected. So price is being rejected around this area. So if price doesn't break this level, you know, our biasness on this is that price can decide to shoot to the downside. You see, if price maybe decide to come and test again this level, the price may decide to go. Our first target will be around this area of 1.17555. Then our next target will be around this area of 1.16324. Then going down to touch that you know, that support level within this flag. So that's what, you know, that's our first thought process on euro. But if euro decide to be consolidating around this area, if euro decide to consolidate or decide to shoot to the upside, so what we'll be looking at is a break to the upside, then retest, or price may decide to play around this area and then shoot to the upside. But our first area is to be looking to the downside. So that's what we'll be looking at, guys. So these are our two pairs we'll be looking at this coming week, basically. So let's just, you know, take a look also in some two pairs. Maybe let's just add some two pairs also. Let's take a look at Gbpnzd, just to look at Gbpnzd. So last time we were around this area, the price stood to the downside, price broke some small turnaround which withdrawn, it went up. So price also here is caught up within a certain, is consolidating. So price may decide to shoot, you know, to consolidate around this area. Until then, price decide, you see. So remember, last time we said our biasness on Gbpnzd from a monthly time frame is, you know, within this area, you know, within this, you know, area is still to the upside. You see, it's still to the upside for these around these areas. But look at the big, you know, big move, you know, in a, the big move is still, you know, down from this when you look at a bigger picture. But within this area, price, you know, is still to the upside within this. So we don't want to complicate things, you know, and get ahead of ourselves. We'll just be looking at what is happening around this levels here. So price around this area is still touching this our uptrend, you know, from a monthly time frame, weekly time frame. It has not broken to the downside, so it's still around that area even on a daily time frame, you see. So price is still busy consolidating. So there's a big, you know, price when now is consolidating, you know, in this area, even from a bigger, from a daily time frame, you know, price is rich, you know, as hit there. Price from here went up there, came down. We caught a beautiful move, you know, some previous week it was around September. We caught this big move to the downside. This was around 600 pips. We caught this beautiful move from September. You know, we caught this beautiful move to the downside. This was around 659 pips that we have caught. I've caught this trade, you know, to the downside. So price also is touched there. It went to the upside, came and touched this level here, and then came shoot to the downside. So price is still testing this level. So what price may be doing, it may be consolidating for some time there. Then price, if doesn't break this level, this region we have highlighted there with people, and this trend line in blue, price may decide to be shooting to the down, to the upside. I mean, price, you know, our biasness, you know, is still to the upside to this region. If price doesn't break, we're expecting price maybe to come to these levels there. So we're expecting price to come. So let's go to the low time frame on this Gbpnzd. So as you can see, Gbpnzd is still consolidating, but not forgetting that, you know, on this area, price, the downtrend, you know, price is still on a downtrend, you see. But look at what is happening. Price came, you know, price came down. So the trend now is beginning to lose momentum to the downside. So the trend, the trend to the downside within this consolidation, this daily and weekly consolidation area, price is losing a little bit of momentum. Or maybe price, we can say price is consolidating, maybe, trying to gain momentum to break this strong area. So we'll be looking at what happens. So, but it's still on a strong support area. So it's still on a strong support area. If price consolidate within this area, price consolidate, we'll be waiting for any break, out of this area. But our wonderful target is to around this area, our biasness is still, to around these areas. If price break there, our biasness is still to these areas of 1.9557 areas. But there's still where price will go through. It will not just shoot straight. It will just, market doesn't shoot, in a straight line. So around these areas here, our first target probably will be around 1.94 or 1.95 areas shooting there. So price, that's what our thought process are on Gbpnzd. And let's take a look at Eurnzd also. Eurnzd also, our biasness from a monthly time frame, it's also to the upside. As you can see around there, it's also to the upside. So we took also some wonderful trades, which we profited some few months ago from these trades. That's what is basically has been happening. So this one we took a little bit, some few profits there. We expected price to be coming around this area, so we took profits when that happened, and then price also came there. So yeah, so that's not what we are looking at, but we are looking at what we are sharing right now, our thought process. So price also, as you can look here within this area, price, it is on a 4-hour time frame. Price is still to the downside. Price is still to the downside. Price is still to the downside. Within this area, price is not broken this lower low. Still playing around there. So price, if it break, this lower low, we're expecting price to test this green line, this area to the upside. So if it break then we'll be looking at continuation, to the downside. But if price continue to consolidate there, then price, our target, it will be breaking out of there and then shooting to the upside. So that's our first time. Our first target will be there, around 1.73258, then to this level at 1.74 area. So remember, price doesn't move on a straight line. It will move, you see, like that. So that's what we are looking at, guys, on this pair. So that's what we are looking at on this pair, this coming week, and the week to come. So basically that's what we are looking at, on this coming weeks and the weeks to come. So that's our thought process, on these pairs, on Gbpusd and Eurusd and Gbpnzd and Eurnzd. So those are our thought process, guys. So don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and tell us which other pairs you want us to be looking at. Awesome, guys. This is E11 Forex Trading. Till we meet again on our next analysis. Awesome. Wonderful, guys.